What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Babe, where are we going today?
Washington, D.C.
Washington, D.C. Say it like that.
Washington, D.C.
Yeah. This is her first time going to D.C. because you never got to go in middle school. Like, what person doesn't go to D.C. in middle school? So today we're going to show her what can go down in the nation's capital. You guys ever try this liquid death? I don't know what's so special about it, but the water does taste better in this can. I don't know what it is, but guys, welcome to Washington, D.C. It was a hassle driving around here. Parked in this random garage and drove down like 6 floors just to park a car. It's gonna take us a while to find it on the way out. Just drove in from like the Baltimore, Maryland area. Posted up there last night at one of my family members' house. And we're actually here meeting up with my sister who is doing an internship in the city from the summer. So kudos to her. It is pretty cool. Dana, bro. You tell me you're so hot out here.
I try warning you.
It's like 100 degrees out here.
I know.
Tell YouTube what you're doing here, though.
I'm interning here this summer through my school, and I'm also taking a summer class.
And what's the internship called? Who's it with?
It's called Jubilee Housing, and I work with like residents and do portfolio stuff, data stuff. It's cool.
Want to live in DC one day?
Yeah, looking at grad school.
You want to get into politics too?
Yeah.
I mean, there's no better spot than DC. Alright, Dana, I'll put you on the fly a little bit. Alright, I'm here because of you. I had to pay her back because she came to see me in Atlanta about 2 months ago. What do you like most about DC so far? Only been in a couple weeks, but what do you like most?
Probably the city life, nightlife. People are nice for the most part.
Really? I heard a lot of drivers are just cussing each other out.
Drivers, yeah, but like at bars and restaurants, people are nice. The food here is really good.
Yeah.
Coffee shops are good.
Yeah, so you like that city life? I personally love it. Ever since I moved back from Atlanta, I miss the city life so much. So it's something you like so far?
I'd move here for like a year or two. I wouldn't live here permanently.
I think a large part of my channel, my journey, and my story over the last couple of years is that I really matured and progressed and really became independent when I left my hometown and moved to Atlanta by myself and did something new for the very first time away from my family. And Dana's only been here a couple weeks, but that's what she's doing right now in the middle of. So yeah, how do you think your life has changed since you came here?
More independent. Never been by myself in a city. Navigating everything that's new, walking everywhere, not having a car. I like.
Yeah, how's that feel, huh? By the way, your car is fun to drive. she's got a 2023 Mazda, and Mazda has upgraded their quality. It's pretty sporty. Being here, you can't rely on Dad anymore. He's not here. Skylar, my girlfriend, on the other hand, she hates the city. She is so glad we're out in the middle of downtown, aren't you?
I am.
What if I just told you, hey, I accepted a new job in downtown Chicago or something, and I told you, look, I'm moving there in 2 weeks. I hope you come with me. What would you say?
I would have to come and adjust.
So you would come?
I would, yes.
So you would leave the comfort of the suburbs and the country to go back to the city for me, even though you know that you hate it?
Yes.
That's a good girl. This is wifey material right here. Breaking news from last night: Trump assassination attempt. That is crazy. I mean, that's wild. In my opinion, and not to get political or anything, in my total unbiased military opinion, I think this definitely boosted his run for presidency. I think anyone who's a swing voter, maybe most people in the swing states, I think they're gonna lean more towards Trump now than Biden. So that's my personal opinion. I think I honestly think it's gonna be a landslide victory for Trump, whether you like him, whether you don't like him. If I could wish for one thing in the world, and this is over any amounts of money or any vacation or anything nice, is world peace. Why can't everyone just get along with each other? I think especially in the US, there is such a vast difference between the two parties nowadays. There is no more middle ground. When you guys brush your teeth, do you guys ever actually use a cup to sip the water? I can't remember the last time I've taken a cup, dunked in the water, and put the cup on my mouth. I just go in like a like a man and do it the old-fashioned way. I think our country has a significant amount of work to do. Like more work than I can even explain, especially before the World Cup, which we're hosting in 2 years. We're going to be representing the United States of America, and there's going to be people from 30 or 40 other countries from around the world in our country. I mean, all this violence, all this people hating each other, and no one is ever actually like agreeing on anything, and it's just all crazy, man. I hope that the U.S. puts out a good showing for the World Cup, and we're gonna need obviously a ton of security. However much security we have banked for it right now, it's gonna need to increase 2 or 3 times that. I just hope nothing goes wrong. They tell you DC is expensive, but you don't know how expensive it is until you get here. The parking is absurd. Like, I choke on my spit when I think about how absurd the parking is. I've just on parking alone spent $100 so far. It's $50 overnight, valet parking at the hotel. Parking near the National Mall yesterday was about 30 bucks, and now this was another $20 just to park for like an hour and a half in the Georgetown area to get some brunch. Started the drive back home to Cleveland, and I pulled off the highway because there was a sign that says scenic view. So I came here, and there's literally no scenic view. There's supposed to be, but there's not. Check this out. Let me hop up on this ledge. This is supposed to be a scenic view right here. What am I looking at? DC is a cool city, man. I wouldn't live there, but it's awesome that my sister is getting to experience that for a couple months this summer. It's just too political for me. I think politics can be cool, but to immerse myself into a city that only focuses around the government and politics, I wouldn't do that. But I think there are a couple changes that I would make if I was president. I think I would be a really like a decent president. First of all, I would double the scoop size at Chipotle immediately, because those scoop sizes are so laughable that I just stopped going there. On a more serious note, there are a couple things I would want to see change with this world we live in. I think the two-party system is kind of getting old-fashioned because each party is going further and further away from the middle and the common ground. Like I said, I would like to see like a prominent third party emerge. I'm not saying that third party in the middle is what I would agree with, but I think there's more and more people not voting or not planning on voting because they no longer agree with what their party stands for. I think a good example is, if you remember, Mitt Romney versus Obama. One's Republican, one's Democrat, but that was a pretty good even debate. If I was president, second thing I would do, as Skylar is passed out right next to me, she's awfully tired, I would fix insurance altogether. I think all kinds of insurance, most are a scam. It costs way too much money for the little that it actually does provide. I also think a lot of professions are underpaid, and a lot of professions that don't give us much value are overpaid. I think people like teachers, firefighters, police officers, I mean, nowadays they make hardly enough to even survive. And lastly, I would do whatever it takes to get the price of gas down, because $3.83 for 87 is pushing it. Alright guys, back in Cleveland, came to the storage unit, give you guys a little update. So I moved back from Atlanta, if I can get this, I moved back from Atlanta about 3 weeks ago now. It took 2 weeks for the movers to get my stuff from Atlanta to Cleveland, and guess what? They came at 9:45 at night. This place closes at 10 o'clock every night, so we were here until about midnight. Fortunately, the gate has a motion sensor on it, so it let us open. Otherwise, we would have been stuck in here overnight. This thing is so rusty. Let's see. Let's go. Check it out. Check it out. This unit is full to the top. There's zero space left in this thing. Yeah, honestly, the movers are pretty pissed when I showed them this unit. They were like, okay, there's no way we're gonna fit all this in here, but I promised them, look, it'll fit. Now that I look at this a second time with Skylar, I think she knocked some sense into me. We might need to get a bigger unit because this is all thrown together pretty lazy. The legs on this chair will probably give out eventually, which means this will come crashing down. And if this is like this for an entire year, which I plan to have this stuff in here, this might just have a big dent in it. We have a bunch of stuff in the back that we'll need to access in like 2 or 3 months time. It'll take like a full man crew just to get all the big stuff out, just so we can get our clothes and then move all this stuff back in. I went to get a bigger unit. I just noticed it's been exactly 1 year since I bought my new baby, and it's been pretty good to me. Really no complaints whatsoever. I didn't tell you guys, 2 weeks before we left Atlanta, I accidentally hit a pole in one of the parking garages at Pawn City Market. So there is this, the green marks right there. Gotta get a paint job for that. But hope you enjoyed another video today as much as I did making it. Let's wrap it up right now. If you're new here, we do these travel vlogs all the time, so make sure you stick around if you enjoyed today's video. Really hope you did. Make sure you drop me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Also subscribe to my channel if you have not yet, because I drop a new video every single Monday that you don't want to miss. As always, guys, work hard, be nice to people. I'll see you guys next Monday.